What up, guys? I've been playing a new Zeon build recently, and I just thought I'd share it with everybody. Maybe it'll help you get some of these. Alright, cool. So we're starting off. We got 3 Zaku 1s from ST03. We got 4 Zaku 2s from GD01. We got 4 Zaku 2s from ST03. We got 4 Char Zaku 2 from ST03. Then we got 4 Rick Doms from GD01. We got 4 Gelgooks from GD01. Here's where it starts to get different. 4 Strike Gundams. This is from ST04. 4 Char's Gelgoo. This is from GD01. Then I got 4 Big Zam. This is from GD01. Then I play 2 Wing Gundam Zeros, and that's all the monsters I play. For the command spells, I play 4 Overflowing Affection and 1 Fortress Defense. For the pilots, I only play 4 Char, and for the bases, I'm only playing 4 Zanzibar. Alright, as you guys saw, this deck runs about 10 bricks for the early and mid game. You have Char's Gelgoog. You know, he's not that late of a level, but the cost for the level makes his card kind of a brick, you know? And then you got your late game cards with the Big Zam and the Wing Zero. I call this deck the Brick Mason because you're playing these white cards in the deck, the Overflowing and the Strike Gundam, because these are the cards that's going to help you fix your hand and try to dig for stuff that's playable currently. So even if you start with some of these cards down here, you could use Overflow early to discard it to get something that's playable in the early game. Playing Zanzibar in this deck is a discount for the Char's Gelgoog. You know, when you activate Zanzibar, you pick up a card from your shield and you get deploy a level 4 or lower Zeon unit. So you would deploy, you know, Char's Gelgoog. Instead of it costing 4, it will be cost 2 now. So this helps with the early game, mid-game curve, and you can actually use this effect if you need to have this thing attack immediately, as long as you have Char in the graveyard and another Zeon card in hand to discard. These cards also help you in an effort to build up your graveyard for Big Zam's effect. For Big Zam to blow up blockers, it needs 10 Zeon Neo Zeon units in the grave, you know? So by using all these draw and drop cards, you'll be able to fill up your grave a lot faster than how you would playing a standard Zeon build. Getting to utilize Big Zam's effect is really crucial in a lot of these games. You know, there's a lot of aggressive players, but there's also a lot of defensive players. When you play against a deck that has a high amount of blockers, you know, you're on a time clock. It's how much HP or how many shields can I break before there's too many blockers on the field and I can't deal with it, you know. By having Big Zam, you know, you can actually put them on a time clock. You know, the Unicorn blockers, the Freedom blocker decks, the Seed upgrade decks, you can quickly build up your graveyard, and generally they're probably going to see one of these things being discarded early, and it'll, you know, start making them nervous, put them on a time clock. So it's like you can't just sit there and block the whole game. You have to play aggressively. It will force them to use their blockers more to attack. I've always liked Big Zam because it's kind of like pulling an Uno reverse card. It's like instead of me getting nervous that you have a lot of blockers, it kind of flips. It's me starting early, feeling all right. In the middle of the game, I start getting nervous because there's a lot of blockers, but then towards the end of the game, Uno reverse, now you have to worry about this guy. So it's a lot of mind tricks. It's a huge strong card too. It also does breach 4, you know? So I love this card. I'm trying to get 2 more of the Alterations, but it's been paying off. This has been helping me win games a lot. And in this build, I also play 2 of the Wing Gundam Zeros. It was 3 in the original build, but I dropped it because I just kept seeing it too early, too often. This card's really good. It's another one of my end game cards if I need it. You know, if I don't need it, it just becomes discard fodder. Generally, I don't use this too often against those defensive decks. I mean, I can if I get there, because then I can do Wing Zero, then Big Zam to clean up the rest. Or generally, I use this against other aggressive decks, you know? Other decks that play a whole bunch of small guys and that are just vulnerable to the 3 HP blow up. So against aggressive decks, I generally try to trade their monsters to just make sure we're on even playing ground. And then towards the end, if we reach level 8, this will help me reset the playing ground. And ultimately, I'm waiting for them to build a bigger field than mine. I swing with all my units, blow up the field. Next turn, I got another set of units to drop out. So it's a really strong card. People always act surprised, or people always look surprised when they see me discard this for cost with this, because they don't expect me to actually play a card like this. But it's, this is a deck where this card can be very viable, and it has won me a couple games. All right, even without the top end and the mid game cards, we start playing like a very general Zeon rush package. All the green stuff. But dude, this is all you need to win games. If every turn you put 2 of these guys down, two of something down, 2 units down every turn, you're gonna rush them down pretty quick by like turn 5 or 6. And there are games where I literally don't need any of my top end monsters. I just keep using overflowing, discarding them just to get more little guys to summon and just keep attacking. And sometimes that's all it takes. That's why I love this build right now, because there's every stage of play. I got my early game, I got my mid game, I got my late game, and it feels pretty consistent. The scariest thing, right? The scariest thing in this deck is your opening hand, because you never know what that's gonna look like. I've had opening hands where I have 3 top end monsters and 2 playable monsters, and I would mull and it'll be the same exact type of hand. So generally, if I get a hand that's somewhat playable without too many top end monsters in there, I will keep it, because the mulligan can always make it worse. But yeah, that's how I've been playing. It's been a very fun deck. Some other things to consider for this deck, some other cards that I've tried and used or haven't tried and used. So like I said, I played 3 Wing Zeros at one point. Another card I did was play 2 of the Choo Choo's Demi Trainer. This has a similar effect to the Strike Gundam, but this is on attack. So technically I can dig more with this card. The only downside is the stat line with it having only 1 HP. It gets shot out very easily by anything. It could, anything could trade it out. Another card that I like, but because of the stat line I don't run, is Dop. Same thing, Dop will help me look at the top card to see if it's going to be something good or not, and I can either leave it there or put it to the bottom. Dop is a very good card, don't get me wrong about that. I just don't play it because of the stat line. I prefer the Zaku 1 having the 1 extra HP. Reason being, I don't like when the red, blue, ping players can summon a freaking gun tank for free with this card. Only reason I don't play it. The last card I have considerations on would be playing a Kira Pilot. I am playing 4 copies of Strike Gundam, so Kira will have 4 cards linked to. It also has a good effect in -2 something on attack, and it's a heavy stat line. It's a +2 AP, right? It can make even my smallest Zaku a shield crusher. But I haven't tried it yet just because I couldn't find space. And I don't think it's too big of a deal, but these are just cards to consider if you guys are looking into some other options to use. Alright, well, that's the deck, guys. Like I've said, I've been doing pretty good with this deck. I've topped every turn that I've played so far. It's only been 3, but still. And we're in the stages of the new type challenge, mission 1. So I'm trying to decide what I want to play. I've played every variant of Zeon pretty much, and still trying to figure out if I want to keep playing Zeon, or if there's a specific Zeon build I'm going to be using for the challenge. As of now, this is the deck I have. It's also because I had to return the Gundams. I was borrowing those Gundams, so I decided just to build this instead. So this is a fun deck. Let me know what you guys think. Please leave in the comments if you have any other tech ideas, or if you guys have tried this build. And thank you all for watching. Peace.